two, one. We are live. I'm cueing music.
Yo. A hard time. No fault.
What's good, y'all? Yours truly here, DJ Knots. Sitting at home chilling, a nice warm cup of cocoa. It's so chilly outside. It's so cold in the A. Once again, I had to wear my shades on the inside. We are back with another dynamic edition of the Pause for Applause podcast. Cheers to you. Hope you're somewhere warm, nice and safe. Alongside my partner in crime, the one and only.
What's up, y'all? It's Will Thrill, professional shit talker extraordinaire, lover of the people, the culture, and everything about it. Here. What up, though?
What's good?
Feeling good, staying toasty.
I think your Android is on that delay again. I see. But we're going to let that ride for the night.
Hey,
yo.
Court's here.
Yeah, I'm here. Virtually.
Definitely virtually, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in once again. We are still live on all the wonderful and streaming platforms that matter. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. That's our main home base, other than the website, of course, at P4AP Pod. If you're not already following us on there, make sure you do that. All right, fellas, so let's get to it, man. Who wants to kick us off? Most interesting thing that has happened in the last week. Make it good.
You ready for this?
Yo, this Will, he the best at this. Let him go.
I'm the best at this. All right, I got a story to tell. All right, so it's crazy that it's snowing today because I'm gonna tell you what happened on the last snow day. All right, so we stayed home. That was a Friday, so that Saturday I'm coming out. So me and my lady said, let's just go to the store right quick, bro. We get in the car. We're leaving the neighborhood. Now, it just snowed the day before, so it's fucking brick outside. Man, it's got to be fucking 20 degrees outside, right? I'm like, yo, is that a baby? She's like, what? Yeah, I look in the middle of the street, bro. There's a baby, no shoes on, a diaper, holding a blanket.
Huh?
I said, hold on, bro. So this traffic is starting to come her way, so I drive my car and like cut in front of them because I don't know if they see her or not. I don't want them to hit her, right? So we hop out. He takes the baby up, wraps him up. I'm like, so the baby's in front of a house. The garage door open, and the door inside the garage is open. So I'm in true New York nigga accent. You're like, yo, you got a kid, yo. Nobody's answering. I said, all right. I get closer to the door. I yell inside the door now. Yo, screaming. Shit. I'm like, do I go inside this damn house? I said, fuck this baby outside. I'm going inside the house. So I walk inside the house, first floor. Yo, nothing. I start walking up the stairs. I'm like, yo. I look around the corner of the stairs. All the bedroom doors are closed. I was like, all right, that's far enough. I ain't opening no bedroom doors.
Right.
So I come back downstairs, go outside the door. I said, yo, call the police. Call the police. Right, call the police. Two police cars show up. One is a black female officer, and one's a black male officer. They come out, say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Because you blowing through the story real quick. The baby was like, how old is the baby look? Like for real?
All right, so this baby's this baby can't be more than 2. When I say baby, I mean like baby. Baby could walk, but it ain't even talking that well. I'm not sure if she can't talk or she ain't talking to us because we're strangers.
Right.
You know what I mean? But she did let Nelly pick her up and hold her so she could stay warm. I was like, you open the car, the heat is on. Get in the car. Like, let's keep the baby warm. All right, so I come back out. We call the police. Like I said, two police cars show up. It's a male officer, female officer, both of them African American, right? So
How
they
long did that
come
take?
in. And bro, I ain't gonna hold you. They popped up while we were still on the phone with 911.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Like that fast.
In the weather, these weather conditions, crazy.
Yeah, like shout out to Lawrenceville PD. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty. They popped up on that one.
You must have told me it
So
was a
they
black
popped
kid
up.
with weed out there. All
All
right,
right,
my
so they
bad.
popped
Finish the
up.
story, bro.
Yeah, so I tell them what's going on. Like, hey, this is what's happening. I put my head in there. I was like, but yeah, I was like, I ain't clear the house, and I had to remember who the fuck I was. I'm a civilian. I said, y'all might want to clear the house because I yelled in there, ain't nobody answer. Motherfuckers immediately took their pistol out. I was like, there you go. So they walk in. They walk in there. I mean, it ain't that. They ain't in there for that long, minutes maybe. They yelling, doing their police thing. Pop back out. It was like, because my fear was it was a dead body in there. Like, why is
Mm.
there a baby outside? Is somebody dying there?
Yeah.
But they come back out. I was like, she was like, wasn't nobody else around? I'm like, nah, there was a baby outside, and I ain't seen no other adults. She was like, the female was like, yo, there's two more kids in there. Like, probably like a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. I'm like, what? That's bugged out. So we in front of the house, park, still talking to the officer. I see another car pull up. But you know how somebody pull up slow, like, I don't know where to go from here? Because I was blocking
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
driveway. I was like, they live there. I don't even got to guess. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know them, but I can tell how they moving right now.
Mm-hmm.
They live there. All right. So the male officer's like, hey, do you live here? She was like, yeah. He was like, well, park your car right there across the street. And like, I need to talk to you. Right. So she gets out.
Mm.
She's on the phone with somebody. He's like, yo, come over here. I need to talk to you. She's like, yo, I can't leave my car. My daughter's in the car.
More kids.
What? I said, what?
Jesus.
Yo, so she got a little baby in the car, a baby in the street, and then two babies in the house. So the officer's like, yo, do you know you got kids like outside and in the house? Oh yeah, I had left my husband here. He was like, did he know he was supposed to be here? So I'm like, the story just sounds like some dog shit. So I'm like, it's some bullshit, bro. Not a second after I said this some bullshit, I see a nigga walking down the street. I said, I guarantee. I guarantee you that's the fucking husband, nigga. This nigga got his pants hanging, doing the
They went
fucking
and got some
penguin
roll
walk.
ups.
Yo, the nigga went to the gas station, my nigga. So this nigga pull up. He's like, yeah, Jimmy, what's the problem? What's the problem? Bro, I had to fall back
Niggas
and
locked
was
their
like,
doors.
oh,
Look
bro,
tight
nigga,
enough, dickhead.
you the problem.
Right.
You and her. Right? But I'm like, let me be quiet because the police is here. Let me let them do their police 1-2 step. Right? So he's like, yo, like who was with the kids? Oh, so he's saying that he left first and left her in charge, and she's saying the exact same thing the opposite way, right? So
Oh
he's like, yo,
Lord.
honestly, I don't give a damn about all. And the cops like, I don't care about any of that. It was a fucking kid in the house. This shit is dangerous. So he starts ripping him and blasting. He's like, give me your IDs. Officer walks back to the car, runs both of their IDs, right? Now, mind you, Nelly is still holding this damn baby that's not hers.
No,
That's
they ain't
not
come and check
funny.
on the baby.
Bro. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, my nigga, if I pulled up and a stranger was holding my kid, the first thing I'm gonna do is go get my damn kid.
Right.
That's not bad, right? So the officer fucking runs him. He comes back out, and the first thing he says is, "Yo, y'all not gonna go get your kid?" He's like, "Yo, what the what?" I'm like, "Thank God, this motherfucker seeing what I'm seeing. Like this shit bugged out." So both of them, I guess, came back clean. He just starts, and then, even then, he was like, he's like, "Fine, fine, I'll take the baby." I'm looking at this nigga like, "Nigga, I bet you will." The fuck? He takes the
And he
baby. The
looking at them like
officer,
they puppies, like you want
yeah,
one?
officer,
Gee.
officer just proceeds to light into their ass like y'all are fucking irresponsible. I could take y'all to jail. Like I was like, all right, well, that's my cue to get out of here because I'm not writing a statement
Well,
and I'm not showing up in court. So, but
Yep.
like he just blasting them. Oh, thank you so much for grabbing the baby. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, yo, y'all tripping. Oh, backtrack. He goes, yo, the truth is, officer, I mean, me and her had an argument. You know what I mean? And like, but I did leave first. You know, I'm sitting there like, Y'all YouTube motherfuckers.
Now you talking too much.
Y'all, but yeah, like you might want to leave all of this shit out. I ain't your attorney, but like
These parents,
sometimes
man,
it's
they be
shut the hell up.
they thought that iPad was gonna keep them still.
Yeah, sometimes just shut up. Right? So that the officer does all of that shit. I get in the car finally. I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here. We got somewhere to be. This shit took a little bit longer than I wanted to. She
Right.
was like, oh, I don't want to give this Nelly. I don't want to give the baby back. She seemed like she don't want to go to them. If you don't give that child back to her
Oh
damn
yeah.
parents, hey man, well I say a prayer for her. Good luck to her. That ain't my damn baby.
Oh
So
man.
Hey,
yo, bro, it was so crazy how it happened, and then like other little shit that I saw. Like so when we first pulled up, I noticed a car doubles back with a bunch of like they look like church ladies, right? But like they got the all
Yeah.
white on like deaconesses, right? So this, I was like, oh, we drove by and we saw the baby, so we said we are gonna turn around and come back. I'm like, y'all deaconesses, y'all saw a baby outside by herself, and you had to drive by her before you realized it's probably a good idea to stop. All right, whatever. And then she goes, oh, y'all got it covered from here. All right, I'm out. I was like, damn, okay. I don't know this kid neither, but okay, deaconesses, y'all have fun at church today.
I mean, hey, they got somewhere to be. They got somewhere to be.
Hey
And
man, Jesus
who would
can't wait.
believe that story coming from them anyway? So
You probably thought I was
hey
human
man,
trafficking, but nah,
that's
man. But
crazy.
yeah, that shit was the wildest thing I've seen in a long time. So it's crazy that shit happened over the week.
yeah. All
So
right,
nothing
you
much.
good on stories for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. You
Yeah, my bad. Hey, that was a little, that was the long version.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, that's
So when
crazy.
you gotta go
Now
to court?
No, nigga, never worry 31st. Hey
Come on,
man,
man. You
no, sir, do not ask Will to write no statement.
tomorrow, can
Listen,
we? I don't think they want the baby want to go there. Man, listen,
hey man, I'm out. They
we
ain't
gonna
asked
let
why they
God
ain't asked our names yet.
deal with that one.
She's like,
oh,
y'all
so
know
you
them?
left
No.
before so they ain't get
Oh
charged for
no,
nothing,
I'm
no child endangerment, no nothing at all.
Nathaniel. But I get
Wow.
it, man. It's like if you charge him with that, then you fucking. I don't know that it makes it better. Let me say that.
Yeah. No,
So
no,
they
I
kind of
agree.
between
I
a rock and a
understand.
hard
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
I don't know that it makes it better to anybody involved. So
No,
it's just
I
one of
can
those
see that.
things. It's
Yeah.
like, damn.
You know, in the black household, we start holding down the house by ourselves at like 3. Just don't open the door.
Niggas had a 6-year-old. Niggas had a 6-year-old watching a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I'm like,
Right?
hey,
You
my
know how
nigga,
that goes.
that's a bit. That's a bit much. Like,
That is, man.
it's
That's good
kind of
though.
a
I'm glad
stretch.
you was there. Because if a
Hey,
Karen
man.
So
would have
wait,
caught
all
that
right.
baby,
I got one more
boy,
Oh, somebody
question.
going to prison?
So ain't nobody record none of this while it was going on? Ain't
No,
no
sir.
camera footage of this?
Yeah, I'm an adult, man. I'm not doing
not
that
take
shit.
everything content.
Yeah, if I
I
said I
know
didn't see no TV, that's what we was missing. That's what we was missing.
because
Hey,
you
I'm
know it
sorry,
sounded
man.
like
I'm old, man.
That Kevin Hart joke. It was a baby with a deer running down the highway.
Hey, man. I got to work on it, man. My first thought be like be the moment. I'll be forgetting to fucking activate the camera.
I
I
hate
need
when
to
stuff
go.
like that happen to me.
I need the glasses with the camera on it so I can just
That's
hit the
real.
button.
It's on
Yeah.
the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
be the Clark Kent.
I can't do that. I hate when them moments happen to me because it's like, man, I can never just ride past. My conscience eat me alive, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'd be like,
I was
why
like,
me?
no, I
Why
can't
I
do
had to
this,
see
bro.
that?
Yeah. Like, God damn.
Well, I
You
mean, it's
know,
good to
Nobody
know you're a
see
human
it.
being, Court. Good
still,
to know you're
huh?
not dead inside. I said it's good to know you're not dead inside. So that's a good
Oh,
thing.
listen,
Hey, man.
I'm selective now. I don't help everybody on the side of the road now.
Hey,
You got to
hello.
be a woman, you
Yeah.
know. You got to be black.
God damn. Hey,
Oh
man. It is
shit.
what it is.
No, I'm not going after Will though.
Yes.
He don't wrapped it up for. He shot all the shots for me. He done hit my free throws for me, so we good. Let's roll into it because I don't have nothing
Let's get with
compared to
yeah, let's
that.
get with it, man. Where y'all want to start?
Hey, your president is back.
Oh yeah, I mean you got a red hat on, so we know what that means.
That was
MAGA
beautiful, Knox.
Scully.
Make the streets safe again. So that all right. So the inauguration took place and basically overshadowed MLK Day, which is another messed up side to it. But happy MLK
Bro,
Day. I'm just saying.
we
Just saying.
can't move something around just so it's not on that day. But I mean,
I
that's here
mean,
nor there.
I could have sworn the inauguration used to be the second Monday in January every year,
You
but
know, so how we get? I don't ever remember being on Martin Luther King Day. That's what I'm saying.
Never.
How did this shit happen?
like they should have
Uh,
had it when Barack got got sworn
and
in.
that would have been fire. That would
That
have
would have
been
made
fire.
sense.
Yeah,
Nah,
this one, not so much.
nah. Instead, we
Whatever the
got
opposite of sense was.
all right. So, what do y'all
Yeah,
take
man.
away from there as far as the inauguration goes?
Um, I just, it's just crazy how homie doubles down, man. And it's almost like everybody got blinders on, like they can't see it. But before I get started, you know what I mean, yo, this shit, and saying, "Oh no, he didn't mean it like that." Uh,
Yeah, there's actually a lot of that. There's a lot of excuse making for it. Now, I don't
you
understand it.
sure?
Yeah, it
You
don't
sure?
matter. Like whoever I see do that, I was like, yo, we don't need to talk no more because
Yeah, like,
he's blatantly proud of it
bro, come
and wants to
on,
make it
man.
clear. So if you have a way of trying to defend it or saying, "Oh no, that was the Roman salute," and yada yada yada, it's just telling
Oh, okay.
me, no matter what he
Yeah.
says, no matter what he does, you're
Bro, they're
on
gonna go with it.
you're on that
It's
side.
fake.
So
It's fake
no,
news.
it tells me I don't need to talk to you anymore. There's nothing that
End the
we need to
conversation.
discuss. No, no,
That's it. All
end of relationship, end of interaction, anything like that. You see what I'm saying?
right. I'm done with it.
Yeah,
So we're not talking anymore.
yeah.
Like, oh, you
There's
think
nothing
that
really to
was?
talk about.
Oh, so that was a coincidence? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta run.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We kept
So
saying
that's
we
it.
kept. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's everything we said was gonna happen is already starting to happen day one. You know, so it'll just be interesting to see how long people make excuses saying, "Oh no, Project 2025 wasn't a real thing." They not even 30 minutes into it and they ready starting to show what it's about. You see what I mean?
Hey,
So
it's definitely one of them things. Now, you just you wish you wasn't right about it.
mm,
Like you look at it and you like, man, like because like I mean, and I'm not just saying this because fucking Chappelle crushed his monologue. I was saying before, it's not like I want you to win, sir. I gotta live here.
right.
So for me to want you to crash and burn and I stay here, that's I don't wish that. But I
Right.
look at you and my expectations are for you to be you. And I feel like I know what you are. That don't mean I
Mm,
wish you don't do great or do better. I
right.
hope that shit I gotta live it.
Yeah.
But like, are my expectations that? Nah, not even a little bit.
Not at all.
Yeah, like not even a little bit. But like, do I wish you do great things and prove me absolutely 1,000% wrong? Fuck yeah, I hope that happens. Would I put money on that? I wouldn't. At least not my money.
mm.
But
You
man,
know
back
what's
to the
crazy?
no. Yes.
I'm just speaking on a general aspect. I'm not even trying to like go into like a huge detailed soliloquy about it all. But from my experience, anytime I've heard about society and what each president has done for America, from the time I was able to understand what politics meant and what the president does, I've never heard anybody say anything totally positive about any president, whether it was Democrat or Republican. And my whole perspective on this is like, why are we? It would make sense if we've came from a history of great presidency, and a history of economic growth through each president consistently, then it would make more sense for me to feel some type of way about this guy being in office and having this huge, you know, dark cloud over his name and presidency. And it's just, to me, it's like, okay, we done rocked out for I don't know how long with bad presidents or whoever y'all claim to be bad presidents with bad societies, things of that nature, et cetera, et cetera. And everybody done went about it on the number one too. So I just don't understand the exaggeration with this guy, because it's almost like before the election, I was hearing like, yo, we about to go back into slavery if this cat's in office. And that right there is the exaggeration I'm talking about. And I just don't understand how, okay, what's this guy different from all the other bad opinions we've had about presidents?
Mm.
You want to take that one, Will?
Nah, you got it.
All right. So one of the major differences is the blatant disregard and disrespect he has for just regular everyday people, basically poor people. The way he treats them, the way he speaks of them, the way he speaks of all of us who are not amongst his 1% and can do something for him. He's always been very braggadocious about how he plans to move. But the thing that he does is he does a lot of double talk. He has no problem lying to the public, to the press. He doesn't care. You see what I'm saying? And he does it in a way that it's so obvious. It's like somebody playing in your face and just saying whatever because they're gonna go back and do whatever that benefits them. That's one of the biggest issues with Trump. That and
Has
then he
all the
also
presidents not done that though? I don't mean to cut you off, Knots. Have we
no
not
they
seen that hypocrisy from all of the presidents that we can, can
no
reference
to this
to
the
date?
main point I'm talking about is to this level, the level that he
Okay.
takes it, the level that he does it. That's one of the things that he does. The other parts of it is he alienates a majority of the the last last time he was elected, he alienated most of the country, but this time he didn't convince a lot of people through that double talk, which is kind of why it's so dangerous because so many people are believing 1% of the truth in a statement that he'll make, and they'll run with that and say like, no, this is what he really meant, and it allows him to go further and further and further. And anybody with, well, I shouldn't say anybody. If you see that he has nothing holding him back this time around, it's not like he has to worry about getting reelected. The man
Nope.
tried to steal an election in 2020, right? He pressured all these other politicians and even here in Georgia try to get them to swing votes because he lost. Knowingly doing it while he's being recorded. It's like the obscene ridiculousness that he does things is one of the more dangerous things that he does. People said, "Oh, he's a straight shooter." It's like, no, he's not a straight shooter. He's a straight shooter to get people hyped and excited, and then do something totally different. But he'll find one little thing to do and say, "Hey, I did this for y'all." Ignore the other
TikTok.
99%. For example, well, that's one thing, right? TikTok was a big thing. That a lot of that though was going in his pocket. There's gonna be a lot of back office deals that come from that have already been set up.
But on
Where
the
TikTok
headlines on
has been,
people's accounts, when you logged in, it says basically like courtesy of Donald Trump bringing this back
I'm
type
sure.
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that was part of it.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
why
sure that was
wouldn't
part
say
of the agreement that this is if you want this to happen, I need to get credit for it because he knows what
that's a,
that looks like.
yeah, that's a
You
win.
understand when it comes to self promotion, only person that comes closer to Donald Trump is probably Prime.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
you're
see what I'm
bad
I
saying?
got.
news.
I have a question for y'all though.
Uh-huh.
If you guys were able to get a meeting with Trump, what would you guys pitch to him, or what would you suggest that he, you know, makes moves on, or should make moves on? What would y'all advocate for?
Just
Right
one?
now, go ahead, Will.
Huh?
I said just one?
You get
Uh
15 minutes. Let's just say you get 15, 20 minutes with him, real quick.
reparations?
Ah,
Because he may actually do it and be like, "Here you go."
Shit, hey, shoot your shot. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Like reparations? Like and I don't want to hear anything about how you can't do it. I don't want to hear none of that. Like that's the part that be bugged out. Like, bro, every time they say, oh, where's that money coming from? The same place where the PPP loans came from?
right.
The same place where you found money to send to Ukraine? Same place. Take it
What
take
about
it from
you?
where the fuck you found the money to do that. Take it from there.
Take it from there and go back the other way.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. The only other thing that I would say is the same thing I've been talking about. True and he's not going to do this, but you said if I'm going to shoot and talk about one thing, I'm talking
Oh yeah.
about full reformation of the police, the Federation of the Police, and how they operate, because that affects us more directly and indirectly than almost anything else.
As far
Let's
as what,
change
give
their
a quick. Okay.
basically where they attack black and brown people and target us the most.
How could he
Take it
help
to
with
the
that?
effect of, huh?
What could he do to help with that?
Legislation,
Mm,
complete reform, removing the
mm,
people who have historically been in those positions of power.
mm.
Let them actually police fairly. But all of that takes new legislation. That takes dismantling of what's been always been established from the
Right.
overseer. So that's what I would talk about.
That's
Because
dope.
everything else is already not everything. A lot of other stuff has already been done. More loans for minority businesses. More opportunity. Maybe bring back affirmative action.
Word.
They're gonna hate that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you're
I
going
know
that
me.
far, then I would say appoint a neutral or a Democratic Supreme Court justice, which he's not going to do. But you said if I'm gonna talk to him about anything, then that's
Yeah.
what I
Oh
would.
yeah. We gonna get our shit off. Like
Yeah,
I would. I think one other thing. If I had more than one, is the like the almost the what's the what do I want to use here? The fucking the deletion of Black history that like I feel like the country in general is trying to do it. Like when they tell you stuff like, hey man, like I gotta let go of the past and get over it. Why are we the only ones that got to get over it?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I ain't never heard y'all go tell a Jew, hey, get over the Holocaust. That's a long time ago.
Mm.
You ever heard that? Because that would be insensitive if I said that, right?
That would be anti-Semitic if you said that.
It would be. I mean, like, so why? But I've never heard that. But like, we the only people that got to get over it every time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Why?
That
why?
guilt.
Well, one of you. Y'all know why. We
They
the
want to
ones that
get
have
rid of
been
that guilt,
treated like
man.
that for the longest anyway. So
Yeah, like, we gotta stop teaching this about slavery and history. What? Imagine saying we gonna take away all the history. Like, bro, what's bugged out is listen, we were all in school for a minimum of 12 years, right? Minimum, right?
allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly. I do you ever remember talking about how like yeah lakes were built over towns where black people used to live at? I had never heard those stories till I got older.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How was that just, and for lack of a better word, how was that buried? Like, how
Oh,
do you
you
get
know
that?
how. You know
I mean, I
how.
know
The
how,
people.
but I'm like, just the idea that we would say, "Hey, get over it," or like, "Nah, nah, nah, delete that."
I never knew of a black Egyptian until I got in my 20s.
Bro, but because how they portrayed in movies is Elizabeth Taylor, like as
Mm-hmm.
Cleopatra. Like, it's not no
Yeah.
fucking Moses is Charlton Hepburn. Like, it's not. Those are not how those people look. That's not even how to
Yeah.
describe in the books that we're going over. Like,
Yeah. It all goes
but
back to
like,
the who's in. Go ahead.
yeah, but like, man, I would just like, but so that part, Trump started like that part's on us. Like Black history is not going to be taught in these schools in a little while. Like it's going to be over. Like court your grandkids probably are not like they. What's slavery? What's that? Like it's going to be that. It'll happen that fast. Like
Only if
because
you
it's
allow
already
it.
started.
Only if
Huh?
you. Only if you allow. I said
Only if
only
we
if you
allow
allow.
it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean,
As
But
long as the
that's the
same
reason
people.
for them. Yeah, but that's the reasoning for them trying to start now. Like, all right, we ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna be able to get it out of the cycle in this generation, or maybe not even the next one, but the one after that. By then, if everything goes right, we should. We by then we should have a good plan here.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how they moving the chessboard around. Like, it's already not being taught in school. So if you're 6 or 7, you're not gonna get taught that no more.
Mm. So you trying to tell me
Mm-hmm.
that in 2 generations, since we're talking about slavery, in 2 generations from now, they won't know that Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross
Damn.
performed at Trump's inauguration. They won't know about that.
Hey man, hey, shout out to listen, man. Even when my brothers make mistakes, man, I still got love for them. It looked terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looked bad.
Who are you talking
It don't
about?
look
Which one are you talking about?
good. Pick one.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought you were talking about one in particular. So,
Oh no, nah. And but like my man Nelly gets on there and tries to defend it. I almost want him not to say nothing.
that
Like
was wild,
I
right?
almost, yeah, I almost want him not to say nothing because when he was talking, I'm just sitting there like, bro, it don't even matter what you say, man. Because it's not that I don't hear what you're saying, but you're not understanding. Like what? Hey, bro, man, you got to know when you're being used, bro. Like, and I get it when it's if Donald Trump came and said, "Hey, Will, Knott's court, I wanna come on the show."
Mm.
Like you asked me what I would do, I would say yes. But in saying yes, I'm going to ask real questions. Like I'm not gonna fucking perform. We ain't shucking and jiving or dancing. I'm not doing none of that. I want to talk. Let's talk. Like so for them to
Mm.
say like, "Oh, you invited me to do this," like, bro, they invite you to be the entertainment. They not.
Well,
He's
you got to
not
say,
inviting you to have a
hold on, let me read what he said. Let me read what he said real quick. Because I want to be,
yes.
you breaking up. What'd you say? I ain't hear you, Will.
Nah, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Oh, I'm sitting there. I'm like, go ahead, repeat what you said. All right, so, because when I actually heard it and read it back, what he said, it made it 3 times as bad.
Damn.
He said, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. He said, continues to say, it don't matter who's in office. The same way that men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country, have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever is in office. I thought that was the biggest cop out. Oh wait, let me finish the quote. And then he said, "So if they could put their, so if they could put, hold on, my bad. All right, so he said, so if they could put their life on the line for whoever's in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever is in office." The politics
All
for
right,
me is over. He won. He's the president. He's the commander in chief of what I would like to say is the best country in the world. So, hearing that, what makes you think? What's your first thoughts?
I mean, it just goes to show. Yeah, I don't mean to cut nobody off, but I just want
No, go
to
ahead.
say something. Um, it just seems like to me that we've made the Democrat Party the black party, and I think it's unfair how we treat other black people with different point of views and perspectives on politics. To me, it's getting real gang-like, and I don't think it's fair. Like it's people that's being trained up to be Democrats, and it's almost like to the point where when oh frick, we're not allowing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like we're not allowing black people to have any type of opinion on or free mind when it comes to politics. So with that being said, because it's I can find contradiction and hypocrisy in the Democratic Party and in the Republican Party. So I think we should stop doing that as a people to each other. There is no allegiance like when it comes to. I feel like me personally, I don't feel like Nelly is going against black people by doing what he did. I think he's just conducting business, and that's his
So,
preference when it comes to his political view. But does that mean that Nelly won't give a 100K to a black charity? No. Does that mean he won't show up to a school and perform for them black kids? No. Does that mean he against the black people? How I look at it? No. That was just his decision.
okay. I mean, I
Because
hear
if
what
that's
you're
the case,
saying,
we
but
gotta put it is the Democratic the black party? That's what you're supposed to be if you black?
No,
let,
no.
let me add, well, not add, but just respond to that in saying I was not upset about him performing there. I was upset at that BS excuse that he gave as to why it was okay for him to
Yeah.
perform. That's where my
Sometimes,
issue lied.
Why did he have
Sometimes
to
you
Now
just gotta
Snoop
be
did
explain
quiet.
say,
himself though? He wouldn't have to explain that if he did it for Kamala. So why he have to explain if he did it for Trump? We know why. That's what I'm
no,
trying to get
no,
at.
exactly, right. So I don't understand. And yeah, we know why. We definitely know why. But you are right. Most for the last 2 to 3 generations, actually probably 3 to 4 generations, the Democratic Party has placated themselves more to black and income people. So that's why a lot of people now who are so upset,
Yeah,
and we got to remember
that's
people
why
are saying
Biden think it's
about this.
okay to go inside the chicken joint and eat fried chicken and think that's gonna get our vote.
Well,
I
hold
don't
on a
mean
second. What I'm
just put
saying
that
is,
in.
what I'm saying is, people are still really upset about how um, the election turned out, how bad Kamala lost the election. So a lot of the feelings are still raw, right? And then they also, I'm thinking some of them still remember what it was like when Trump was in office the first time. How many more attacks there were on black women? How many more much racial stuff was taking place within the same police departments we're talking about? How many times we were even more targeted? You know what I mean? We saw even more racism on TV and in the news and on a regular basis. A lot of stuff still fresh in people's minds. So when they say they really wanted to be, it's like you either with us, you against us. That's it. There's no in between. And that's like you were saying and what Will was saying in the beginning, when it comes to politics, they create that divide on purpose. So I do agree with you. Not all, no, all black people don't need to be Democrats. Not at all. They've taken us for granted taking us for granted for generations now. So no. But I just want to hear in regards to them performing. Because you don't remember what happened to Chrisette Michelle. She basically got canceled when she performed at the inauguration the first time for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I
wanted to
think
see
this.
how it changed.
I
What you
think
say, Corey?
they're conducting. I think they're simply conducting business. I don't think they're taking a stance on something. I don't think they're like advocating for anything. I think they're just conducting business, man. And he might say it's not
So
for the money, but nigga, you wouldn't have did it for free. So
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't like that. That seemed
Yeah.
disingenuous.
man,
And then
Hey man.
Snoop out here looking crazy. But go ahead, Will.
Hey man. That's why I said like, hey bro, do what you want and be quiet. Like you don't. If I did something that I know my intentions are, I don't owe nobody no fucking explanation. I wouldn't care what you thought about it. I feel like when you start to like try to explain yourself and do shit like that,
you're admitting the fault.
I think a part of you feel a way about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of things. Listen, man. I say some stuff sometimes. I wouldn't give a damn who don't like it. Are you offended by that? That's unfortunate. It's like you're looking for an apology
So,
from me. No.
so wait. So wait, you're agreeing with what Nelly did, or you think he should have not done anything at all?
Listen, if that was your decision, stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more the explanation for the shit is the part that I'm looking at him crazy for.
Right.
Okay.
Like, and the only reason, no, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons I think Snoop looked crazy to me is the shit he did the previous year with the which one of you coons gonna shuck and jive? You, you.
So okay, so let's play advocate. I'm not even gonna say devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Let's play advocate. If
You
you
said it
were
though.
a full on if you full on supporter of Democratic Party, or even if you're just anti-Trump, let's say you just don't like that dude, you think a bunch of bad stuff, right? He's not for the benefit of not just black people but all people. However you want to paint it. Do you think, or would you personally hold some kind of resentment towards Snoop, Nelly, and Ross, being that they're more representatives of hip hop, which is still a more black culture at its core?
I, I think the me holding their feet to the fire is not. It really don't have nothing to do with Democrats or because they do fucked up shit too. It's more like when I watch the way our president like has moved and how he talks, like I couldn't feel good about that. Like wanting to like work with you.
Gotcha.
Like it's not that I'm so fucking enthralled and I'm in love with the Democratic Party. I think they're so grand and they don't be tearing shit up because they do. It's just the man more than that, more than his party. that I'm like, I can't really align myself with you as a person, bro. Like, forget your party. Before he was in that party, I felt like I couldn't never really align myself with you because of the person that you are.
Right.
Like it just so happens he happens to be in the Republican Party. But what he said years ago, I would, if I ever ran, I would be in that party because they're stupid.
Wait, he said
Just
what?
imagine. Oh, before he ever ran for president, this is probably like in the '90s. He
Oh,
said, "Man,
okay.
if I ever run for president, I'd run in Republicans because they're stupid." Like he just does wild
Oh yeah,
shit,
that sounds
and
like
it just goes so unchecked. And like I said, that has nothing to do with his party or my. I have no allegiance to any party. Like, I mean, how could I at this point? Like, what party has done something for me? Like, nobody for enough for me to say I have absolute allegiance. Like, when I listen to presidential debates, I'll be looking for somebody to take my vote. I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck who it goes to. Like, somebody please try to get my vote, please.
yeah.
And to be honest with you, this last one was one every one of them shits you watch, you was like, good God, I gotta vote for one of them.
Hmm.
At least that's how that was my feeling when I was watching presidential debates. This shit, like, I gotta vote. Shit, not even this shit. The one before this too. Shit, the one before that one. Like, it's just like I gotta vote for one of
Hmm.
them. And I'm just, it's almost like, what are you voting for? Ah, default? Is there anybody else? You know what I mean?
There's
Because
always
and then
somebody.
it's almost like, yeah, and then it's almost like because even if there was somebody you loved in the independent party now,
Hmm.
right? You almost get the feeling as I'm wasting this vote because I know they're not going to win.
Hmm.
So you damn near by default have two choices.
I mean, it's designed that way. It's
Absolutely.
definitely
Oh,
designed. Yeah.
this is not a coincidence or a mistake. like
But
this is put,
we got to remember, people have, when it comes to politics, people have very short memories. Remember the last election when it came down to the wire and Trump lost, and they were talking about, well, we need to redo the electoral colleges and the way it's counted.
of
You don't hear much about it this time. You didn't
course
hear a
not.
lot. Like I'm saying, it was here today, going tomorrow, and that's what a lot of these politicians and these organizations they count on. But I just wanted to make sure that we covered that. So both of y'all are
All right.
saying you don't have no
I want to tell
issue.
y'all what I wanted to ask Trump to. I wanted to.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Court. You went out.
You muted.
Y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I would basically, I'll say, Mr. Trump, President Trump. You know, you are a felon, buddy. So, and what's crazy to me is that he's president due to the fact he's if I'm not mistaken, he's a convicted felon, right?
Yep.
So with that being said, if a man can be a convicted felon and become president, I do believe that it should be some type of way or leniency towards felons that's nonviolent, especially for them to, as far as the work field, man. It's too many people out here who have great skills, who are great workers, who have a really good head on their shoulders and may just have that F on their record for whatever reason it may be. But I feel if it's not extremely violent, then it should be some type of forgiveness in that when it comes to that, man. I think that a lot of felons are struggling out here in society trying to find legit jobs and really find their way and really wanting to get somewhere in life, but they can't because of that F. And it's like, so if a guy's able to become president, there's no reason why a man shouldn't be able to get a warehouse job because of a felony, and a man should become president as a felon. That's just totally insane. So with that being said, there should be some way, some type of law that's
Mm.
put in place where after a certain time, whether it be a program you got to complete, whether it be a fine you got to pay, whatever the case may be, for you to be able to start getting some legit jobs. When I say legit jobs, we're talking about career field type jobs, not your nickel and dime type joints.
Yeah. Well, did you storm the Capitol?
Absolutely not.
Well, I can't help you.
That's what it's look like. That's what it's
Well,
looking
at the
like.
court, I don't know if you noticed, but the Democrats, the same Democrats that you're talking about that don't do nothing, back in like I think it was like 2013. I remember this being an issue. They were trying to work to get the your prison record removed, or are you a felon removed from job applications? They were working on that.
Mm.
So
For that
I
reason.
don't. Yeah,
Did it
but
happen?
one yeah. Nah, they didn't go through. You know that shit's still
How
on there.
about it?
But yeah, they were definitely working on that.
They're always
I
working
think
on
it
it.
was somewhere always working on stuff, but that's part of the game too. We make it look good. We made the attempt. So, but yeah, it started. I think it even like I want to say 2012. I
I
remembered it.
think Trump. I don't know. I hope for it. I think Trump will have some type of guilty conscience when it comes to that. In some way, somehow, somebody gonna throw it at him. I feel it. I think so. And
Yeah,
he should
It's
have some
over.
type of felon survivor's remorse, some kind of way. Like, yo, let me help some cats out here who got that joint on him too, on them too.
Yes. See some shit like that would earn my vote. Like, give me something so I can look at it and at least make me think. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
You know what I
y'all
mean? Like,
wait.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
so last thing on this, and then we go to something else. So y'all don't feel
Uh
that
huh.
way about them trying to remove? I mean, the abortion ban and stuff like that. That doesn't factor into it.
I mean, you wanna be
I've done
real?
that before. So.
I'm just talking about just the abortion ban. I ain't talking about everything else they threw under that law. Just the abortion part. Well, that's not fair to separate it. Go ahead, Corey. Say what you're gonna say. Because if I ask you to
Um,
separate it and it's not an actual reality, then that's not fair. So yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, so that whole push the abortion thing is kind of like totally opposite of the whole purpose of Planned Parenthood and abortions how it first came about, and now it's just weird that that is being pushed as some type of like beneficial thing.
Beneficial in what way? What do you mean?
I mean, they're pitching it to the world as if like having that option is like I said is a benefit. And me personally, I mean, from what I know, abortions wasn't like you didn't tell people about that. It was like very, very close kept, and most of them joints, abortion clinics, was in the hood. And from what I've known, families back in the day were 10 plus. Black families was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're very, 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 very small. They might go past three people, and it's done. I mean, I'm not like I said, I'm not necessarily taking a. I mean, I think women should be able to do what they want to do with their body, of course. But as far as
But
the
it's kind of
whole,
contradictory to what you're just saying, though.
I think it's a huge plot behind it. I think it's propaganda behind it. I don't think that it's something that they're doing to really give us a perk as a people. I think it's definitely to to slim down our rate
But yeah,
and
that's what
not,
I'm saying. It's not a perk. It's more of a.
and
It's more of a.
minimize the black families. I mean, only reason I feel abortion should be a thing is if for women that's been taken advantage of and been put in bad positions and had babies behind some craziness. They should be able to have that restart. But other than that,
So the fact that Trump and most of his people are against abortion doesn't move you either way or much in either direction. That's what I'm asking.
mm,
Because it really comes down to control over a woman's body. You know, in that sense of it. And yes, I know I know they throw a bunch of other stuff in those laws that make them hard to get past. But
women not being able to get abortions grows black families. I'm
it
not
grows
saying
black
that Trump is
babies. I
right,
wouldn't say it grows black families. It grows black
but
babies. But
I do
more white
believe
women
that
get
it's
abortions.
another side. It's another side of the other side that wants to wipe us out, man. And I think that the whole pushing abortion thing is part of that plan.
But more white women get abortions per year than black women, right?
But they
I'm
pitching it
just
to
saying.
us.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They pitching it to us though.
Among the 32 areas that reported race by ethnicity data for 2022, non-Hispanic white women and non-Hispanic black women accounted for the highest percentages of all abortions, 31.9% and 39.5%. Hispanic
So
women and
who's up there?
non-Hispanic women. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Hispanic and non-Hispanic women in other category account for lower rates.
Shifty ask y'all Trump supporters.
Anyway, I just want to know if it factored into it. I don't want to get too deep on that, but I just want to know what y'all thought.
Hey
Will, did you want to chime in before we move on?
man, God bless America.
I
No,
tell
I'm
you
not a
one
Trump
thing, bro.
supporter.
Great job, Snoop. Go
There's some
ahead.
things I
Wade
agree
not say
with Biden. Some things
Yeah,
I
man.
disagree with Biden. Some things I may necessarily agree with Trump. Some things just totally don't agree with Trump.
Of
So
course, but
that being
that's
said,
the dichotomy that they
I
create.
think people
That's
should
the
stop.
dichotomy they create.
Once
Go
again,
ahead. Stop
the
what?
black people, our community, man. Like I said, we got to come to a understanding when it comes to people's perspective on politics, bro. And we got to stop like putting people character and they political preference connected to each other. Because one thing about it, you can't necessarily control who they put in front of us. You can only take what you want and eat up what you want and spit out the rest. And a lot of times people are going, like I said, the black community has been, most people have been trained up to be Democrats, man. And a lot of people are fed up with Democrats.
I mean, that's a fact. But okay, last thing I'm gonna say, and then y'all can respond to this. We gonna move on. If we separate character or person's character or beliefs from politics, then what can you actually hold somebody accountable for? What can you judge them off of, if not by who they choose to support? Because, like you said, like Will said, I sometimes I don't know who to vote for, so I'll just chill. Well, wouldn't say that, but
Because
that's why
you
a lot of
don't
people
know,
don't vote.
you don't always know people's angle and reasoning for why they're voting. Like I said, some people are really voting for Trump because they just want something different. Like we done went Democrat for I don't know how long, and they still broke. We still messed up. My family still ain't this and that. I ain't got these kind of resources. This and that. I've been promised this, and this ain't happened. And all the nigga got for me is
Mm-hmm.
some fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, cool. Let's see what's up with this now. Some people like, and I feel me. A lot of people ain't educated enough to even judge people on their political preference.
Yeah, but
I feel like
that's why people like Trump are my bad. I said I wasn't going to speak. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it. Finish what you said. I'm sorry.
to me, what it looks like is when you condemn people for choosing one side of a political party, you're basically trying to like say like the party that you support is better and more effective and more beneficial, and that's just not true. Because you can't sit here and show me anything democratically that creates such a huge gap from what we've seen from Republicans. Like it's been fucked up between both parties with us. So that's where I'm at with it, bro. I'm not trying to be no great debater when it comes to this. I'm very big on common sense and what I see and feel and experience. And me personally, Democratic, Republican, my people done suffer with both.
Mm, indeed. Will, you got anything?
Now, I was trying to get that question, Brandon. If you would put it back up there so I could read it, I missed it. But yeah, shit. The more white people may get more divorce, but the single motherhood rate is still much higher in the black community.
That's a fact. That's more of a
Yeah,
statement than a question.
yeah. I was saying, yeah, yeah. What was the other question he asked? Yeah, one more on that.
Uh-oh. Plug me back in.
Uh, what do you disagree with on Trump? Shit,
I
I
don't know
don't
if he
like
was
the way he
talking to me
look.
or the court.
I don't know. That's a whole fucking.
I
I don't
think I
like the
already
way
said
that
my
nigga the
diatribe
water
on that, so
bottle.
y'all go
Yeah.
ahead.
Nah, I think we kind of smashed that already. Like
Right.
I
um,
just said, man, I don't want to turn on no political thing, bro. Like, listen, man, I'm the person that's telling you. I hope the dude does an amazing job.
mm,
Did he earn my vote this go round? No, he did not. But like, do I hope he does terrible? That's asinine to want that.
mm.
Like, I live here. I live here. I would love for America to strive. I hope this dude come in this office and fucking have me looking stupid for not voting for him. That's what I hope. Like, damn, you didn't vote for him? Yeah, he fucked up. You're right. I would love to come here and be like, you know something? I dropped the ball on that one. I should have voted for homie.
Might have dropped the bank too if you put it like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyways,
man. Like, hey, El Bar, I hope I got to come on here and eat crow. Like, but like, like I said, I wouldn't bet my life savings on that. But I hope it happens.
right.
Like,
All
I ain't
right.
dumb enough to be like, fuck it, I want him to fail and crash and burn, and he the leader of my fucking the country I live in. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
silly.
Just to prove a point
Yeah,
in
like
the
the fuck, how
conversation.
was that open?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that just want to be right more than
Yeah,
like for
like that
it to
shit
be
is
better.
man. And the other thing is, bro, we gotta chill. Like the world is over. I see a lot of my folks like, oh, what are we gonna do? The same thing we've been doing, y'all. Ain't
Bro, the
nobody more
world was
resilient than us.
over when Bush was in office, man. I was hearing worse when Bush was in office. So what we talk like? That's what I be trying to get at, bro. Like, all right, cool. So the nigga a better president because he ate fried chicken with us. All right, bet.
All right, you're
He,
gonna have to
he,
let
he
that go, Court.
all right, but that's how it was getting
You know
pitched
what
too.
I mean?
That's what was being put like marketed to me for my
But that's
vote.
the problem. We can't just go for what's being
I think
marketed
that's more of
to
a
us.
slap in the face than a nigga going up there and saying, "Oh, I really don't like y'all."
Is it
Hey,
more?
I was
I know.
Is it
What
more
about?
slap in the face? See, you know
Yeah,
what?
I know.
We supposed to get off of
I know.
this.
Yeah,
We supposed to get off of this.
I know. I know. I know y'all like. I know y'all like sneakers. I made a pair of Trump sneakers. Huh?
Huh?
right.
Huh? I know you love your sneakers.
They're gold.
The gold. Huh? Bro, shit like that and stuff I see, I used to be like this. Like, God damn
Yo, Court. His
it.
reform for black people was called the Platinum Plan. Like,
That
Hey,
nigga gonna
man.
eat fried chicken, bro. Like, nigga, we don't eat like fried chicken
Hey,
like
man,
that.
what do
We
you got
gonna
against fried chicken? Little bit bigger pause.
hey,
Brandon, I
yo.
can't read that.
I'm a,
I, I,
let me chime in for y'all because I know y'all can't read that. Only I can
yeah.
read. Shifty is saying this election is the start of the black community voting red. The media brainwashing no longer works because, unsurprisingly, the black community doesn't want to see gay and trans in their culture. Laugh out loud.
That's the only
That's a
thing I
big
seen
part.
Biden fight for.
That was not the only thing you seen Biden stop it.
All
Yes, they
right,
fought a
I'm
lot
just
for it, but it was not the only thing. Now you over the top with it. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Was it was it a big issue for them? Hell yeah. So I agree with
Yeah.
you, but you can't. It was the only thing. Like they help reduce the student loan issue alone is one thing y'all can take away from the Biden administration. I still don't think they did enough. I'm not saying that at all, but there were
very
some
smart
positive
decision.
things done. It was millions of people, bro. Millions of people,
Out of how
millions of
many?
dollars.
Out of how many? It was like 2 million out of what? It's what 82 point some million that's dealing with this debt.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's still 2 million people. But once again, I'm not saying they did enough. I'm just saying when people say, "Oh, they ain't do nothing," like, come on, let's be accurate. If we really had these discussions, let's
I
be
got you,
accurate. Like
but
Shifty was
it's a
just
lot.
saying, what he just brought up, like the
Gay and trans
lesbian.
people got a lot of
Yeah,
student loans though.
don't do that. Don't do
What
that.
did what did he do specifically for us? Not because he specifically did something for the gays and the trans.
But this is my whole point. This has been my whole issue. I agree with you on that point. You know what I'm saying? Anything they did that increased for minorities, that's a wide definition now of how they define minorities. You see what I'm
We've
saying?
been getting
He did
shot
put it
down and killed in cold blood for no reason for I don't know how long. And this
right.
time around, and I listen. God rest those people's soul, and God bless that community. But as soon as they got some smoke their way and some craziness happened in their community, that's when acts start getting passed and know this for them. But we've
I
been
agree
getting
with you.
shot
I agree with you, brother. I'm not arguing with
all
you on
about
that at
us,
all.
and nothing came through.
I agree with you on that totally, man.
Uh, I'll tell you about it.
So so he was like, "You're getting too loud." All right,
Nah,
but
nah.
now
People checking in.
Shifty
You
made a
good?
good point. Now, Shifty made a good point though about that. That do be their focus. The Democrats chose that. My biggest issue is when we try to fight back about keeping Black history in schools. They put things in there, different laws and rights for the LGBTQ community, and that's why a lot of those laws didn't get passed. It's like, why would you include that when it's supposed to be the primary attractor? But that's politics. That's always been going on. So that's why I understand our frustration. That's why I understand what Court's saying. I understand what Will is saying. But that's also why I agree with Will about us focusing on us and really working together. But at the same time, we talk about supporting Black businesses on here, and y'all be shooting that down too. I'll be like, well, we got to pick a lane. We got to do one struggle at a time. Y'all can't just be shooting down everything.
You talking about us? We shoot it down?
Hell yeah, y'all shoot it down.
I still support black businesses, but I'm gonna call my people out every time, yo. We do each other the wrong way. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like the. I don't even want to get into all that. But yeah, you right. You right. You do gotta.
That-
Hey, some we gotta be a little bit more graceful with some of the stuff. I get you for sure.
I give more grace to black businesses than I would a business that's not. But what I don't have is an unlimited pass for anybody. I don't got that. I guess I got to get to that point. I don't got that.
why
But I don't
you
got
why
it
you
for
say you got to
nobody.
get to that point?
But I don't got that shit for nobody. So it ain't like I got it for the other side, not for us. I don't got
But
the
the thing of
unlimited
it,
pass for nobody.
but the thing of it is, other communities, their grace is a lot
I'm
larger
sure.
than ours
Yeah,
is, and that's what I'd be saying. I'll give a black business
I
three,
can see
four
that.
opportunities to get it right. I'll pull somebody to the side. I'm like, yo, you need to work on this, or yo, this could have been better. You see what I'm
And
saying?
honestly, man, and because there's so many of them now, and I don't view it as jumping ship. If I show grace that first time, and when it happens again, I go find another black business that does that same exact thing and try to give them a shot now. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that.
Listen, Skanya's on IG and she said, we call each other out, but don't call white people out. Sorry for Skanya, Reggie, and all the IG viewers. The comments can't pop up on the screen like it can
Yeah.
on the other platforms, but we do see
I
y'all.
mean,
What did you say again? I missed it.
She said, Skanya said, we call each other out, but don't call white people out.
All right, all right, all
Mm.
right. So when you say we call each other out, like what does us calling each other out look like? Like what does that mean? Like
basically what we've been
how are
doing
we
tonight.
calling out? Huh?
Basically what we've been talking about tonight. Because you were talking about black people and them being followers of the Democratic Party. To me, that's calling us out. That's one example of calling us out.
Okay.
Calling out black businesses and Will saying I'm a go to another black business. But you know the funny thing is, and we'll get back to the question in 1 second. And we live in Atlanta. We can have
So
that
many. Yeah.
that space to do that. You know what I mean? We can say,
Hmm.
oh, we're gonna find another black business here in the city that does the same thing. Other places around the country don't have that
Right.
gift, that opportunity. So
Yeah. That's true. But like I said, even on that first one, I'll go back to that first one again. But I feel like after that second one, I'm gonna go try another brother or sisters. I'm gonna try theirs too.
You know
mhm,
why I think that? You know why I think that it looks as if like we only call out such and such, our people and not them. I think because it's the reason we even show our opinions on the bad service we may get or the bad situations that we deal with certain black companies or black restaurants or black service period. It's because we're being so heavily like persuaded to support black business. You get what I'm saying?
mhm,
So it's like okay, a lot of people are going against whoever they may normally deal with certain things to go help a black business. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
And when these things occur, and it's like, okay, y'all want us to put our dollar here, man, but you gotta, we want. Well, I think when people call out or we voice our complaint, it's almost like, come on, because I want to keep putting my dollar here, but nigga, I need my roof done right. I want it on time, and I don't want no jinky business happening, bro. You feel me? So it's like, my nigga, like I can't keep sacrificing my roof because I want y'all to feel cool about my opinion. So I'm telling you this because I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like let's
I hear
like I think it's almost like a way of like basically saying help me to help you.
What
I
Skanya
feel
is
that.
saying, Skanya also, she just replied with several comments. She said, we hold each other to a standard that we don't hold white people to. Overall, we
Nah,
need
that's
to do
crazy.
overall we need to do better. And she asked, why do you need to help a black business? It should be second nature.
I'll take the last
You
one.
should. You sh-
Go ahead, Court.
Now go ahead, Knox. I've been talking.
I was gonna say why do we the last one she said why do we need to support it should be second nature. It was still something that had to be learned. Like for me, my family always talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Always talk about buying black and keeping the money in the black dollar. But a lot of us didn't have that. A lot of black families didn't have that. And now you throw in all this social media noise and all this predatory messages that they send about black businesses and black people as a whole. A lot of this is new to this generation about understanding about the importance of supporting a black business. That's part of the battle that we're fighting, number one. And then number two, that comes from my third favorite topic. What's my favorite reason, Will? Slavery. It always goes back to that. The disconnect that's created between us that we're still experiencing today traces all the way back to slavery. We didn't
Taught
get the
not to
opportunity
trust each
to
other.
support. Right. So that's a big part of it. But that's why there was a big push in the 90s and early 2000s about supporting black businesses, finding different ways for minorities to get money and funding to just have more than corner stores and laundromats. You know what I'm saying? My family in New York, we had a laundromat, we had a corner store, we had all of that. We had a candy store. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little bit different if your family came from that. If you're used to that, it's second nature to me. But it's a lot of people who didn't have that experience or exposure. So it's like reteaching. So like quote, when you saying you're getting bombarded with it now, it's part of the learning process. It's part of the teaching process. It's part of the sharing process of why it's so important. That's why I still go to Black Wall Street over here in Stonecrest whenever I can just to buy some stuff, even if I'm just buying food. I just spent thousands of dollars over there since they've been open, but it's still not enough. And
It's a
once
black
again,
restaurant out here
living in
charging
Atlanta like a
people for
cheat
ice
code.
cubes.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's a black restaurant in Atlanta right now charging people for ice cubes.
But that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example of what we're talking about. We're not talking about this franchise took great care of me. I was at Pseudo's last night watching the game. Right, the brother in there name is Philip. Black manager, black owned spot. Took great care of me, made sure we had a great time. Kept checking back, even threw in a free hookah. I didn't even ask for it. You see what I'm saying? So we don't talk about the positives enough. We always focus on the negative, and that's not just black people. That's just human nature. We're attracted to more negative shit. That's why you have to have an overabundance of the positive shit just to balance it all out.
Okay, all right. So we got Scania and we got Shifty over here going off right now.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna get to all y'all. Just give me a second, y'all. So, because they done typed several things in the comments. All right, I'm gonna start with Shifty since I got it on here already. Shifty said, "Why should universities be allowed to charge obnoxious prices, such as 60,000 a semester for someone to become a school teacher? Obviously, they won't be able to pay this back. So why should this fall? Why should this fall back? Or back on? Oh, I'm sorry, that was a continued comment. So why should this fall back on the common working man through a government tax? The bigger issue is that universities can price gouge due to a monopoly on the industry. If you are a
Yep.
hardworking 18-year-old who owns a small business that is somewhat successful and go to the bank to seek a small loan of $10,000 to expand and grow your business, they will laugh and say leave. But if the same 18-year-old requests a $100,000 loan for college, having no idea what he wants to do in college, see the issue?
Yep.
That's Shifty's. That's all the Shifty's dialogue right there. He had a whole monologue.
He
Scott,
normally do.
yeah, Scania
Yeah,
said
he's
in response to you, not Scania said it did not need to be learned. Black Wall Street did exist. She said no, the disconnect came from integration. She said niggas wanted so bad just to sit at a food counter for unseasoned food.
Hey,
And yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna let y'all marinate on all those and address those how you want to.
all right. So
All right, go ahead, Will.
first Shifty. But first Shifty, I agree. I mean, this shit is a vicious cycle, man. You take out student loans to try to make money to just for an opportunity to get a job that won't allow you to make enough money to pay for the student loan. Like it's a wild cycle. I agree. I think we should make community colleges free anyway. But that's an opinion. See, that's one of those things. If one of these people that were running pushed that agenda and told me that's what they were working on, that's what we're trying to get to, I am interested.
Yeah.
I hear that and I'm like, damn, that makes sense. I like that idea. Like just like I love the idea of fucking make trade schools great again. Like I agree with those things. All of us ain't going to the NBA. All of us ain't gonna be a doctor. All of us ain't gonna be a lawyer. But guess what, bro? You know what ain't going nowhere? You're gonna be taking a shit for the rest of your life. You're gonna need plumbers. I'm gonna need lights forever. I'm gonna need electricians. I need all of those things. I'm like, but it is wild that you go to school, to be a teacher, you spend $60K, and your first year out, you'd be lucky to make 40. Like, it's hard. The system is definitely fucked up and flawed. As far as the other sister, I'm trying not to laugh because that joke she killed. That punchline was fire. But she caught me off guard with that one. That shit was funny. But
So wait, Go ahead, Will.
no, go ahead, finish.
I was gonna say, so basically what I'm gathering she's saying is about segregation and should we
Yeah,
stay
she said
segregated from the school.
we fucked up with integration.
She
Yeah.
said start your business in school, buy a house, etc. And let me also give a shout out to Marley Mahogany who checked in and she gave some bullseye emojis.
Marley, what up? Oh, that's
You
Scania. I should have known that was her talking like that. What up? I just realized who that was. But yeah. Getting hosed down by by fire hoses just to eat unseasoned chicken is hilarious. Uh,
like, I don't want to laugh
but
because I'm serious, but like,
but I mean equality on all levels. We thought because of the times we could look back at it now and say like, yeah, we probably should stay to ourselves. But a lot of the funding, we felt like we didn't have a seat at the table. And y'all know this. I'm just reiterating what we already know. We just saw the brutality. We saw our people getting lynched still. We saw our people not having the same access to the same funds, but we still getting taxed the same way, if not worse. We still getting attacked by the police. So, of course, what seems like the right course of action is to fight for equality and the integration. Now, we found out afterwards and decades after that maybe segregation was the best way for us. But as like she said, Black Wall Street, what happened when we did stay segregated?
I'm
We were
about to
still
say that.
attacked.
That's the thing. It's not
What
that
happened
it's
in
not that we
Rosewood?
never tried those
We
things.
still
Yeah.
got attacked. So it's like
What I brought up
not
earlier about
saying,
the lakes.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You're like,
All
it's
these
not that we
people
didn't
black on
attempt these things.
yeah,
Like we attempted them. Like the history shows it. Like we
yeah,
tried all of these things and was successful a lot of times. But as soon as that success was seen, well, we got to shut this down.
yeah.
And
This is
some of
a
the
threat
most
to our
heinous acts in American history have taken place to shut those things down.
hmm
Like, I ain't saying they can't come back. Let's do it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But like when we talk about it got to be relearned, like it just does. Like, you got to think all the things we described, like you said, Rosewood, Black Wall Street, all of these towns being covered. How many decades is that ago? Not
4 or 5, 40, 50 now? Because it's
yeah,
2025.
like
No,
yeah,
it's more
like
than that.
it's
6 or
yeah,
7. I'm tripping.
100 years. Yeah, like
Hey, listen,
it's that
I was
old.
stuck in 1996. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I
So
got you. Yeah, like so, it's like that many years ago. So that's the other reason why they want to get shit out these history books and don't want to teach nobody nothing. Because then you'll
right,
think it can't be done.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, had those things been able to strive from where they were, ain't no telling what Tulsa would be. Ain't no telling
Mhm.
what Rosewood would be right now. Imagine if they had 100 years of thriving like that, what it would be.
Yeah.
That shit
So
might be Atlanta.
that'd be past Atlanta. It'd be
That's what I'm
Wakanda.
saying. Like that. That
Yeah.
would be rivaling a Chicago or New York or LA for one of the major cities in this country.
Yeah.
You know what I
Scott
mean?
said,
But they
Scott said
again, like evil done seen that shit and said, "Nah, we can't let them do that." You know what I mean?
And
And nah, go ahead. My bad.
Scania
go ahead,
said
B.
she commented. She said we asked for civil rights, not equal rights.
Ha!
And
That's Will's
JP
line.
and JPC two club.
JP, man, JP.
That's JP.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good.
I'm looking at IG user handles here.
You good, bro? You
Um,
good.
but
Got
but
it.
he agreed and said facts.
Wait, that's all JP said? That's not like JP. He must be watching the game still.
I mean, remember he's also we also got a 15-second delay when we broadcast to him now.
Yeah, I got
Oh
you.
no, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Where we at
But
though?
no, yeah,
What's
the equal right. We asked for civil rights, not equal rights. That's Will. Will, what is the main things? One of your favorite quotes, not favorite, but your famous quotes that went viral when we was at the
Oh,
other studio, and you was like, "Hey man, we just want we just
hey, man.
wanted to be we just want to make it. That's it."
That's
How'd
it,
you say,
dog.
Will?
I don't remember it now, but it's for real, man. Like the fact that you said I ain't fucking with fair. Like, oh, you want the same rights as me? Oh, fuck no. I ain't going for that. Like that's the outrage. Imagine being outraged because I said, hey, I want this shit to be even. Oh, what the hell? Flood this city, burn this city down. They trying to get even. They think they better than us. Like, and that's what they were dealing with, man. Like, so it's never to bash our ancestors. It's never that. That's why when I get upset genuinely when people be like, man, I want to went for all that slavery shit. Hey, dog, you think all of us just laid down and allowed that?
Right.
That's what you think. That's what you think happened. Like that's what you believe. That's not what happened.
So she
Like,
yeah,
said,
let's be
nuts.
real.
now they
But
added Jews as a minority group, so they now have
man,
access to the
man,
funding.
all right, all right, but I don't want to be anti-Semitic, so I ain't gonna say
Hold on.
shit.
All right, so we go. Scania said now they added Jews as a minority group, so they now have access to the funding that is meant for Black and Brown groups.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
I
nasty.
ain't hear that one. That's crazy.
and then
Let
she
me look
And
said,
that
don't
up.
get me
I
started
believe
with
it.
no shit, dog.
and then she said the fucked up part is that they're not even the real Israelites. And
Nope.
JP said,
Oh,
"Laugh
diving
out
deep.
loud, game is over. Knicks won."
Hey, appreciate that, JP. Um,
Man,
but I didn't know they were considered minorities. But
that's
we
that's
talking about,
bug, that's bugged out, bro. I just like that's real. That's crazy.
bro. That's
What we
like
got
they
next on the
fixing the
list?
game. The game is getting fixed even more than because a lot of times the people in charge of these funds are already Jewish people. If they're able to give it to other Jewish people because they consider minorities,
Who do
that's
you think they
wild.
giving it to?
That's not. That's wild. That's wild.
That's disgusting. Like that shit is. Come on, man.
At
I
2%,
just
oh wow. At 2% of the population, Jews are a true minority. I think these days minority means non-white, especially black or Hispanic. Oh wait, no, this is from a random person. This is not a law.
oh,
Anyway, let me keep looking.
okay.
But yeah, no,
All
no,
right.
no.
Whew.
I
Oh, hold on. Shifty asked the question. What did you guys think about the inauguration speech?
I didn't watch it.
wait.
I was
How you
watching.
ain't watch?
I was
Cut it
watching
out.
the MLK service.
Nice one.
Oh,
Good
good.
job, Court.
And then
Yeah, got it.
That's tradition.
Kanye replied again. She said, "Y'all so afraid to be anti-Semitic when y'all are Semitic men." And then she said, "Read the definition of semanticism, or
Semitism.
I don't know
It's
if it's
probably Semitism.
semanticism or Semitism. I'm not sure if she meant one or the other. Which one?
Tell her to look up the
No, it's
definition of
Semanticism. You're
cancel.
right. Scott, how about you come up here next week and when we film the show, we back in the studio? How about that?
And then
Anybody
Shifty
Kyrie
said,
me?
hold on. And then Shifty said, they certainly did not let it happen, but slavery does have a complex history. Slavery did not originate in the U.S. We can be proud the U.S. fought a war with itself to end it. We must look forward. That's the end of the comment, so I'm sure he's typing some more right now.
Read that last one again. What did it, the part that you can see?
Uh, I can put it up here, kind of. Of course, y'all can't see that.
I got that we should be proud of the deal for the war.
We can be proud the U.S. fought a war with itself to end it, as in ending slavery. And then he said we must look forward. I'm sure he ran out of characters, so he's going to finish the rest of that statement.
We ain't on Twitter. How you run out of characters?
I guess YouTube Live.
YouTube got it. Yeah, about to YouTube got a cap too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know. My bad. My fault. But as far as what Scania said, the definition of semanticism, because she got me curious now. Let's do not Urban Dictionary. It's my search history.
Mhm.
Semanticism. It says the belief that semantics is central to grammar. Sounds like more control. Oxford English Dictionary says. I remember when this was Court's job. Um, the earliest no, hold on, Court. The earliest known use of the noun semanticism is in the 1940s. OED's earliest evidence for semanticism from the 1940s. That's not helping. All right,
No.
that's not
Okay,
helping.
I knew. I figured she was not. That was not the correct term. She corrected and it says Semitic.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Look
that
up the
sounds
term
good.
Semitic.
I mean, I know what it is, but I'm gonna read it.
You got the laptop tonight. No, so I can't shift over.
Whatever. I
All right,
got you,
all right.
Court.
There you
So
go, Court.
relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family, which is what I know it as my definition of. When it comes to true Semitics and what you were saying earlier, Afro-Asiatic family. So we talking about black people origins from Africa is basically what she was referring to. I knew what that
Right.
meant. I know what it means. She tried it,
No, I
but
got
anyway,
that. It's the same thing that Kyrie was when they were going at Kyrie and he was like, "Hey, how can I be against Jews or how can I be anti-Semitic? That's what I am." Like
and I'm true.
I, I,
Yeah, the true
I
origin of
got what he
Semitic.
was
That's right.
saying, but did that stop the Jewish community from ODing on him? It did not.
What do you mean?
Did that stop Nike from dropping him?
Right.
It did not.
Well,
Did that stop his
but
ass from getting
Nike,
traded? No, it
but
did not.
no, the Nike part. Well, for one, is run by Jewish people. So,
Didn't stop that.
That
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what? Well, he could have been in the right or he wanted to be.
so you thought he was wrong for standing on what he said?
I don't think so. I thought he
Oh, it
was dead
sounds like
right,
you're
and
saying it.
I understood what he was saying, but
Right.
I knew they wouldn't.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
knew they wouldn't. So I ain't mad at him for standing on it and saying, "Yo, I said what I said." Good for him.
I thought you were saying it like you were mad at him, though.
Oh hell no, I wasn't mad at him.
Oh,
I
okay.
got what he was saying. All I'm saying is like he said what he said. I don't think he was wrong, but him not being wrong didn't stop anything that happened to him.
So, what's your takeaway from that then? He shouldn't have said it.
Say what you want and live with the results. If you know you're right, stand on it.
You sound like you mad at him, though. That's all I'm. That's all I'm hearing. So,
Oh, no. I'm saying, yo, live with it. I'm saying, don't complain about how it go. Same thing I say about Colin Kaepernick. Yo,
no, no,
fam,
no,
you
no, no,
stood on it.
no. I'm not letting that fly at all.
Why
No.
not?
If you're talking about you are a person who lives in this country and you're trying to stand up for your rights, and you get what's the word? You get targeted for your beliefs, and you get punished for your beliefs, which both of them did. That is not fair. That is definitely something we should stand behind and
Hey,
support them
hey,
on.
the fair is someplace they got funnel cakes and cotton candy. This is
See, here we
America.
go again. Here we go again.
You,
Here we
you,
go
you,
again.
you, Knox, Knox, were you surprised at anything that happened to either one of them?
Yes, I was surprised that we didn't support Kaepernick like we really should have. I've talked about this
Okay,
before.
then that's on us.
What you
It's
mean
not
we ain't
on him.
support Kaepernick?
Not enough of us supported Kaepernick to where it should have been a bigger issue, a longer lasting issue. Because when it comes down to it, and I've talked about it on here and on other platforms as well, the NFL is predominantly black people. If the black players and the
The
unions, the
workers
players
are.
association, let me finish. If the players association and the black players stood behind Kaepernick like they should have, and I wish they would have, for an extended period of time, the NFL has enough power to influence legislation in this country. They can actually change and affect laws. They can change and affect how people are treated. They own a day of the week. We got so many of us didn't support him and got so scared and triggered saying, "Oh no, don't touch that. They're gonna get you." That we backed away from supporting Kaepernick, or it only lasts for a certain amount of time. That's where we messed up. Because everything that Kaepernick did, it wasn't about him. It was about protecting black and brown people from being targeted and mistreated by the police, which is still happening today. So yeah, he was on the chopping block. Yes, he sacrificed his career, but we didn't
Why is
support him like
Cap
we
trying to
should
get back in the
support
NFL right now? Nuts.
because wait a minute, that's different than what he stands for. He never said I don't want to play in the NFL. He said I want to make change for black and brown people and how we're treated by the police.
But you asking people to go against the NFL, and he's trying to get back in the NFL. And I'm
No,
just gonna
we're
say this,
asking
and I
no,
think,
no. We're asking he was asking people to support and understand what this cause is and we need to make change.
how
The
are we gonna do
NFL
that?
made
Not
it a
by
thing.
not watching. That's what you're just saying, right?
No, that definitely had an impact. That definitely had an impact. It definitely did. It was a decrease in revenue for them. It was a decrease in change in policy for them, but it wasn't enough to change the policy when it comes to legislation, when it comes to the police departments, because that way they lose control over us and using us as stepping stools as they continue to do now.
All right, I'm gonna interject again. Got some more comments. So, uh, Scania said the point is, if we actually came together, we could have the same power. If they have all these rights as 2% of the population, we have a way greater in we have way greater in numbers, and we out here pussyfooting. Um, she also said we need a new Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X. We have no real black leaders. And she also said Google Afro Asiatic, as in
Asiatic,
Asian. Yeah. A
yeah,
AS.
Afro-Asiatic.
Yeah.
No, I got
So
it. I know what it is. I know what you're talking about.
so there's
The
that.
original man.
Yeah,
And then we got another one from Shifty. He said Colin Kaepernick did much more than just stand up for his rights. He often called the NFL a system that is I don't know how to say that one. Analogous, I think, to slavery.
I can't see
My
it.
Yeah, of course, understood.
Cap trying to get
I
back
believe it
in that
says
same.
analogous to slavery. Mind you, this is a system that provided him generational wealth. He wasn't just an advocate for police brutality. His socks that mocked and depicted cops as pigs and sitting during the anthem while troops were overseas dying, while troops were overseas dying, just made him unlikable to certain communities.
More propaganda. That's all that was. That's all that was.
The thing with Colin is like, I agree with the pig socks. That was a bit much for me. I give you that part. But
The,
his stance in kneeling, it had nothing to do with our troops. Like and he said it more than one
Absolutely
time. He
nothing.
went he went. I know it don't mean nothing to a lot of people, but like he asked the soldier, like, hey, what should I do? I believe in y'all, but I wanna bring attention to this. Like he's like, what do you a soldier advised him he should take a knee.
yep.
Like, hey, that would be the most disrespectful thing. Don't sit down during the flag. He's like, yo, take a knee. And if when he did it for those first couple of weeks, nobody knew what the fuck it was for, and nobody said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody finally asked him, and he said, yo, listen, it's about police brutality. Has nothing to do with the military.
And I think that's why people
But
made it
because
made it.
they made it that, and
That
that's the nice point. That was the propaganda part. If I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing and the reason I'm doing it, and you make up a whole other story on why I'm doing it, how can I combat that?
you're trying to detract what it's really about because you don't care what it's really
Yeah,
about. And you don't want to put the focus on it. Because think about it. What's the other time during a football game that people take a knee? When
timeouts,
Somebody
some
hurt.
when
fucking
somebody's
prayer,
hurt, when somebody is hurt.
somebody's
So
hurt.
how can
Yeah,
you change that
right.
into something negative when it's a place of respect and caring about others
Yeah, man.
to show that, and then y'all totally change it into a way of disrespect? That means that every time a player gets hurt, you take the other players taking knee, they showing disrespect to him. They saying fuck him. That's basically what they twisted it to. That's the propaganda I was talking about.
This is how I would look at it if I was an athlete, because I don't think it's fair to get at athletes like, yo, y'all could have made it doo doo doo. Let me tell you something. If it Nobody cares about um Julius Evans
Kaepernick.
on the special teams dropping a knee. His ass is out of there, and his family is broke for the next however. So
Yeah,
that means like, if your Cam Newtons, your Pat Mahomes, your Lamar Jacksons, your Derrick Henrys, your top dogs, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, all them, if they ain't taking a knee, I don't think it's wise for anybody under them to be taking a knee because there's no effect to it. they're easily disposable. So it's like, like you said, if it's not gonna be the top dogs or the whole dang black athletes, then it's really ineffective. If you ask me,
I'm glad
you
you
really
said that.
you're hurting
I'm
yourself
glad
more
you.
than you're helping. To be honest, to
I'm,
be honest.
but it's not. But once again, he wasn't doing it for himself. He was doing it for us as a people and how we're
But I'm
treated by
saying
people,
you were saying like that the athletes should have gained up with him and backed him up on that.
without a doubt.
I don't think that would have been wise.
It's strength in numbers. It's one of the other sins that the
The
establishment doesn't
type
like.
of the type of numbers that people determines the strength. I don't think the numbers determine the strength. If I
I
got
get
a
what you're
bunch of
saying.
cats,
Enough the
right, go
definition,
ahead. If I still got
but
LeBron James to market, I don't care about Deuce McBride not taking a knee.
so if you have 12 to 20 Deuce McBrides for each team, whatever role they play, and they're willing to sacrifice or put themselves on the line for this, right? And then you have those leaders who are standing there not doing anything. You don't think that's going to look away on those leaders for not taking a stance either way?
Nah, because they do that
We,
regardless. They take that
I
heat
was gonna
regardless.
say, we saw it. I don't know if it had an
It's different.
effect.
It's different. It's different, bro. It's the same way they were going at Drake and Khaled for not making a stance about what's going on in Jerusalem. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing where they were like, "Well, you guys are from there." You know what I mean? Like your heritage is from there on either sides
And,
of it,
and, and
but you
and
don't
those
make
two
it
guys would have
either
been
way.
big enough to take that on. But I think what
Say it
Court is
again.
saying, hey, the guy that's on the, I think those two artists are big enough to take that on and still be all right. I think what Court is saying is like a dude that's on a 10-day contract and may not ever see this $500,000 check ever again in his career. It'd be so much of a sacrifice to him saying like, listen, like I haven't made millions. Like I made, this is what I made. Like, so if I
Life,
take a knee and I'm out of the league after this, like,
and that's
yeah,
what they
I
do.
Who's
still
gonna
have
help me
people.
support my family?
That's the same part when it comes to
Y'all gonna see me
controlling
doing
what you.
Uber and laugh at me. That's what the black
No, the
community
whole
do.
point. The whole point of it is that's part of. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the propaganda and brainwashing. It's not for everybody to do it. If you feel you're strong enough, if you will feel this strong in your convictions, it's not for the weak. It's not for the light. For the people who out there protesting and willing to put their lives on the line, it's not for everybody. So that's why when we have people like that who support and are trying to make change for us, it's up to those of us who believe that, even a little small percentage, to support them. Because
I
everybody,
think
like
they
you said,
do what
everybody's
they.
not going to do it.
And
Michael,
I think
if this would have taken place, if this would have taken place when Jordan was playing, Jordan wouldn't have taken a knee. He's not built like that. And we know he's not. Shaq wouldn't have done it. He proves that all the time. Shaq's motion of way of helping people is through the dollar. But that's also how Shaq was brought up. You got to remember that as well.
Exactly.
Shaq comes from a military. I'm just using him as an example.
yeah,
But my point,
but
my
I
whole
don't,
point,
but like how you said, it ain't for everybody. It ain't for the. It's not for the. It's got to be for the strong. Like I don't want us to shun the cats who don't want to do it, bro. Like it just ain't
Right.
in them.
you got to hold a responsibility for some point. At some point, the same way y'all talk about politicians holding them responsible, it's got to be
But
done
that's
at
their
some point.
job, though, Knots. I'm gonna hold
No,
LeBron
no,
James
no, no,
I
no,
responsible
no,
hope.
no, no.
to
Don't
get
get
over 10
distracted.
assists for my parlay. I'm
Don't
gonna
get
hold him
distracted.
responsible for that because he plays
Listen,
ball.
court. This is what I'm saying.
Knots, come on, let's be fair
Let me
about it.
finish
Now
my
we talked
point.
about
Let
this
me
on the
finish my
pod
point.
before.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question though. How much does sports impact the economy of the United States?
Now with sports betting, damn near 80%.
Right. So they have a high level of influence. My point is this: they have a high level of influence over what takes place. Now, if you come to your owners and
They
the
don't
people
have
who
a high
make,
level. Okay, ahead.
sure they
My
do.
bad. Let you
No,
play. Let
sure
you
they
play.
do. No, sure they do. But what I'm saying is, if we come to them and say, yo, this matters to us. We're your product. We're still their product when it comes to the owners and the federations and organizations. The players are still their product, right? Their talent matters. If their talent is coming to you saying this matters this much to us, it's important to us. Maybe I have never been assaulted by the police, but my cousin, my brother, my father, my mother, all have had these interactions and been treated unfairly. And we're saying this is going to impact how I play, how I perform, which is going to affect your bottom line. We need y'all to do something about this. If it would have gotten to that level, we would have seen some type of change other than just halftime shows. That's what I'm saying.
But like to say it was just halftime shows. That's not entirely true because the NFL did do stuff. They did throw money at it per se. Like they did that. Like they let them fucking start being more personal and put fucking
Yeah,
save the
different
children and all
slogans,
kind of shit
whatever.
all over
Yeah.
themselves. Like they
Hmm.
did something. But like my expectation is not for the NFL to come out and be like, I'm gonna fix this.
Right.
Mm. I didn't say fix it at any time, bro. I said impact it.
I know. But you're saying they had no impact. They did something. They didn't do
I never
nothing
said they had no
because they did.
impact. No. I
Yeah,
didn't say they had no impact.
but I think you said that it would have been good if they did go sit down with them. They did, and they got
I didn't say
millions.
that either. Bro, what I'm saying is the amount of influence that we had at that opportune time could have changed the course of history for how the police interact with black people based off of legislation alone.
Maybe.
The NFL has enough power to impact legislation. They do it all the time. Like Court said, this is why they have all the sports betting places that are taking off and being allowed in different states now that we never had before. Yes, it's money related, but so is this.
Shifty
I think that
says,
this
"Do
is
you think?" Oh man,
go ahead.
I was saying. Shifty said, "Do you think Americans had? Do you think America has systematic racism towards black people? If so, why?"
And Scania also chimed in a while ago. She said that is why the white lady said shut up and dribble. And earlier, much earlier, she said gaslighting 101 when Court was talking.
I don't even know which part of that she was referring to. It might have been something she said. But what is the last thing Shifty said? I'm sorry. Let's start from there since we want to keep it somewhat recent.
50 said, do
Yeah.
you think America has systemic racism towards black people? And if so, why?
I don't know if that's a
Go
serious question. Of course it does. Right.
like,
I don't want to just say yes.
of course it does. Like I
Of course it
don't.
does.
I'm not even gonna fucking elaborate, but yeah,
I mean, it's just so
like
many
it's,
different examples
They
of it.
want to
So
keep us beneath them,
yeah.
man. They want us to be above them or next to them. So of course,
So that's how we got where we at. Like this,
yeah.
yeah. What you want to hear? Like redlining? You want to like mad examples? I don't know. Yeah,
How black kids are treated different in schools? They're more likely to be
yeah,
suspended and charged with crimes. Like,
yeah,
take your pick.
yeah.
okay.
Listen. Let me show you one of my new toys. Hold on. Pause.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, yo, where we going?
Look, wait, wait. Put me back on cam. So
Well, I said
look,
this car just took a hard left for us. Like,
let me go this way. If we put all the ways that black people experience systematic racism in the U.S., we could just put it on a spin wheel. Just pick one.
Facts, facts.
yeah, that's yeah. I don't.
Let's tackle some more of what we got on the list, man. I think we've been
Oh,
heavy
yeah, we
on
gotta wrap up.
politics.
We going like 2 hours.
Yeah, all
Scott,
right.
you gonna be? We gotta get you scheduled on the show.
Goddamn, 11 o'clock. Y'all bugging. All
We
right.
gotta
Yeah.
talk about HBC you made and all of that good stuff on the show. But no, before I even bring that up, what else you got left, Will?
Nothing, man.
Oh, he ready to wrap it up. See how you do.
I didn't realize it was
Um,
10:45. Y'all tripping.
got
Yeah,
got him.
buddy.
See, if we were in the studio, you'd have been like, hey, damn it, I still got to drive home.
Yeah,
But
food is frozen on the stove.
listen, my
Let's start
fire went
out
out
by
in the
now.
fireplace, all kind of stuff, man. But no,
Oh,
this is
shit.
good, y'all. This is real good. Mind
This
you,
is
this
real
is
good,
like
man.
20% of what we wanted to talk about. But
Yeah, I know it. But man, I want to give a big shout out to all the interaction, man. Thank y'all so much, man. It really means the
Yeah,
world to us
factory.
when y'all come in and y'all chime in because like a lot of times, man, we say it all the time on the show, man. Like we have different age groups, different backgrounds because I need to hear perspective. Like
yeah,
I know what I believe. You know what I
right.
mean? And a lot of times you might believe everything you believe is the perfect thing, it's the right thing. And then I might hit Knox point and I'll be like, huh. Or I never looked at it like that. I might hear Court say something. Huh. I never looked at it like that. I might hear somebody interact from YouTube or from IG or from Facebook and I'll be like, damn, I never considered that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in the whole purpose of it is just to boost all of our thought process. You know what I mean? Like to make us look at it all, to make us have understanding, to make us have grace for one another. Because shit, we all still learning. And if
Scania
you're not
said
learning, you're bugging.
Scania said she'd love to come on, but she get in too much trouble.
I tell her I believe that, number one, and then number two, I wouldn't let her go too far.
Nah, nah, nah. Don't worry. We gonna sense you.
Nah.
we, we, we ain't gonna let you go out like Kyrie.
Yeah, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
I'm like, whoa, whoa,
She.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened?
No,
Nah, just
no,
play.
no
We
losing
wouldn't let her go out like
endorsements.
that.
No losing endorsements and sponsors
Yeah,
and
we ain't
stuff.
gonna let you lose your shoe deal.
Right. Exactly. Um, but no, I just echo what Will said, except for the part where well, I ain't gonna do that. We on a roll. We on a roll. Each and every Tuesday, we are back on IG since they're allowing us to do it. We on IG, YouTube, Twitch. We got to figure out the TikTok thing. I know we got a page over there, but anyway,
OnlyFans.
y'all know where to find us. That OnlyFans, Tinder, all that's coming up soon. We got to have that online dating discussion again as well because I got caught up in one the other day and I was like, "Yo, y'all are bugging." But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Court, what you got coming up this week?
Um, hit me Friday, man.
But
I'm nothing special.
you play tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh shit, the weather. I just thought about that.
Yeah, it better be sunshine and and sunlight. Cause
He said, I ain't coming. He
listen, uh,
said,
I
I
love
ain't backing
hoops.
the caddy out the garage, all right? I
No
ain't gonna
way,
make it.
sir. Absolutely not. I got it. It could be a paid gig. Gotta be.
No, Scott, you're right. No, let me chime in real quick. No, we are on fan base as well. We got to get that in the rotation as well, B. We got to talk about that when we get back in the studio next week. Because we do have a fan base account. I ain't posted over there in a minute, but we used to go live on fan base as well. If y'all don't have a fan base account, this is a free promo for Isaac because you know what he's taking on and doing is really important. Just like what Scott is created with HBCU made. But I'm gonna say that for when she comes on the show. I don't know nothing about Red Note. I don't know nothing about that, so I'm gonna leave that part alone. But yeah, y'all follow us on our fan base as well. Pause for
Real
applause.
quick
Everything's good.
you know I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, right?
What up?
Oh
You
shit.
notice with TikTok and all that's been going on. We're gonna make it real short. You know, all that's been going
No,
on. You know
speak
how
your mind. Go ahead, brother.
it's a
We
Chinese,
only
it's a
got a
It's a
few
Chinese
quick
words.
one.
app. It's a Chinese app, and the whole thing with TikTok is that they don't want American information being exposed to other. Is that right? Am I right?
Yes,
Okay, but okay, so we all know how TikTok really educates people and it's waking up people, and we're starting to realize who the real enemy is.
propaganda. Yes,
Boom.
keep going.
Okay, now with all that's going on, now they got this new app called Red Notes coming through, right?
Like a red
Now,
nose.
did everybody remember? Now, it was a movie that just came out not too long ago. What was it called? What the world leave the world behind, something like that, right?
I did see that preview. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Nah, it wasn't a preview. It's already out.
No, I'm saying I saw the preview. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, you haven't seen the movie? Then damn, it's gonna kill my point. But it was a point in the movie where they started dropping red notes from the sky. You might remember that.
Mm,
I don't know.
mm.
Maybe it could be a coincidence. Maybe it's not. We'll see next time on Conspiracy Court.
I love it. Good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
The court
That whole
hanger.
red notes app thing, red notes from the movies. I don't know if y'all remember like how the movie was about, but it was almost like we were being like invaded by China, and like they were
Oh
Yeah,
shutting
yeah,
us
I
down
can
and
tell.
all
You
type.
talking about not red nose. It's
Leave the world behind.
red dawn. Red dawn.
Nah, it was on Netflix. I don't think it's
Yeah,
called Red
red dawn.
Dawn.
I
Nah,
swear to God.
the
it
That's
made
what
me
the
movie had
too.
Chinese
red.
invented.
The movies had literally had red notes flying from the sky, and it was really subliminal. I don't know what
Oh,
like.
I didn't see that.
I'm surprised you haven't seen that movie. So it was hot on Netflix for a minute, but okay,
Oh,
y'all
red
gotta watch that
notes.
Yo,
movie.
bro, you know if it ain't a black lead or a black woman lead, I
Huh.
ain't watching that shit.
Damn,
Wow.
damn.
Hey,
Hold on, I wanted to check on something real quick. Will, what you got coming this week while I look this up?
oh, man, I'm chilling. I want to get snowed in.
Facts.
Hey,
I want to
yo.
get snowed in. I ain't even
All
bullshit.
right, so you ain't got nothing going
I
on there.
I already told
Not
my
a
job
thing,
I'm
sir.
not coming in tomorrow.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying, all right. So, wait, okay, Courtney. I'm gonna just say this. So, Red Note, and like I said, I don't know much about it. I just googled it. It said the app was created in 2013, emerged with a rather bougie focus. The app's founders, Kwai Feng and Mao Wenchao, oh, come on, I killed that, met while shopping in the US. They positioned Yangon Shu as a platform that combined social media, lifestyle, content, and e commerce, all centered around global travel and shopping. That sounds like some propaganda stuff. That sounds like some real cupcake shit to let
Yeah,
get people involved. But it sounds like Timu out, honestly. But you may be
no
onto
team was
something. What's the name
playing.
of the movie, Court?
Leave the world.
Chanel.
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah,
I'm gonna
leave
find
the
it. Now,
world behind.
I'm gonna find it because Chanel just said you know what it is. I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to see if the dates was matching up with what Court was saying with propaganda. So, some of these things could be debunked real quick, but I just
Yeah, it's
wanted to make
called
sure.
Leave the World Behind. The movie's a dope movie, man. I gotta check that out. I'm
All
surprised I
right.
haven't
No,
seen it.
and I believe you. I just haven't seen it. But I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. What I got going on? Thursday, back at Burn. We
I
should be nice
remember
and
it.
thawed out by then.
I
Ladies'
saw that
night.
movie.
You said you did see it?
Yeah, Leave the World Behind. Yeah, I did see that movie.
Y'all
You
want to
remember
talk
the
about it
red
real
notes
quick
flying
or?
from the sky?
It's the one Barack Obama produced, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Scania actually did say. It was written, it was directed by the Obamas, written by the Obamas. It's actually a Chinese app, and she said TikTok is based in Singapore, two different countries.
Definitely two different countries,
Yeah,
but most
yeah.
Americans don't know
That
that.
was
That's another.
that's the one that had the weird ending.
Is that the one with the
Yeah.
Teslas crashing into each other at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
Oh, I did see it then. All right, I
Yeah,
saw it.
I don't remember the name.
Leave the World
Old
Behind.
heads. That was some old head shit right there, y'all.
There you
Nigga,
go.
you young, you don't remember.
Hey, that's weed.
Singapore is definitely a different country than China, but I remember that going on in the courts. But
Oh shit,
anyway,
that's funny.
we can talk about that some more. But I don't know. That may I definitely don't want to call it overreach because nothing is overreach anymore. With court's president back in office. So, with that being said, Saturday
Yeah,
I'm at the Forum Cocktail Company in the Works. If
All
y'all
right.
never been to the Forum, we have a good time on Saturdays, man. I'm there twice a month, so I'll be there this Saturday, celebrating for Aquarius season. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Everything else is all private events. But yeah, Thursday night, Burn Lounge. We'll be watching whatever game is on, having a good time, drinking it up, getting the weekend started the right way. And then Saturday, Forum Cocktail, a little more upscale, a little more bougie. You can
hey,
definitely come and feel comfortable. Hey, yeah, that's Will's language. Shout out, Queens.
hey.
But once again, like Will was saying, we appreciate y'all. We about to get up out of here. Shout out the Network King Experience LLC.
You the
If you're not
man.
already following him, make sure you do that as well. Follow HBCU Made. That's the homies. Amazing platform. I don't want to get too much into that because she's coming to do an interview. It's confirmed now. We're gonna confirm that very soon. But
Big shout
yeah,
out to
that's it.
Animal House.
Animal House. Yeah, we'll be
Yes,
back in the
sir.
studio next week. That's it. What, you want to count us out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lady up.